My Sapele people, those within Sapele, Delta State, and across the border, this now your one and only presenter, the man we say, Ide among people they speak for Mikolo TV. And today one matter hit our table again. And as a consigned Sapele picking, and as a somebody will be say they after the interest of the development and progress of my immediate community where supposed to be my house from childhood, get one matter where we say really creep enter our office, and the matter will affect the youth. And this person in question, one notable youth for Sapele be say we know say plus or minus in the contribute from their quarter to see how we fit take develop a Sapele. But unfortunately the arrow where they come from graveside hit am from backside, and we say good making the inside house they cry. May we still go meet and make we hear wetin really happen. Now OGODO in one of the Okpe community leaders when it comes to youth issues as per the swamp areas for Sapele. Unfortunately, some weeks ago when they hold their official meeting for Sapele Okpe community, now the Nakam suspension from the Oga Patakpata of them all, person of Patrick AKAMOVBA, now officially Nakam suspension. Then we feel say it good make we hear from and make we know actually what it be that thing where they pin am. We make us say if he say he won't talk to us currently. Some we hear from him.
Good evening, everybody. My name na Comrade OGODO. I was a youth leader of OGODO Quarter, Sapele community, 2018, under Patrick AKAMOVBA led government. Presently, before I was suspended, I'm a CLO, Community Liaison Officer, to SEPLAT, Sapele Okpe community. And also, I'm an organizing secretary to the All Progressive Congress, Ward 9, Sapele local government. And just concluded election of the Sapele local government elections. I just contested as a aspirant APC to Councillor Ward 10, but lost with due fate to my opposition, the PDP. So, of recent, things that happened between myself and Dr. Patrick AKAMOVBA, when the community chairman, Sapele Okpe community. 2018, June 2018, I was the youth chairman for this OGODO quarters when we did so. So, most of our obligations where community send us, to make sure say our environs, our loopholes, and the boundary we dey between our environs will not allow anybody trespass to communal land. So 2018, I did my normal routine for morning. Now I see one swamp boogie for Ajimele Aziz come to clear swamp land. So I apprehended them. I could take them, carry them, go community, because now that won't be our work. So anybody where they trespass community land, make we bring them to the general house, which I did. I brought the person to Sapele community. So a community was set up to look into the issues. When they set up that committee, I wasn't among the committee when they set up. And the person who declared that land, they carry the swamp boogie, his name now Honorable Professor Moses Adagbagbiri, when they stay at number 1 Adagbagbiri Close, Ugbei. He is still former HPM, and he wants a lecturer for Delta State University, Abraka. So, of which when they got into the matter, as a youth chairman for the community, I get priority today inside the meeting. So I could get to observe the document, because he states say my father be the chairman when he buy the said land. When he brought out the document, I saw an omission for the document, which is, they say 5 hectares. 5 hectares of land. Now he say him get for there. But I know say I don't come across that same land, that same document for part of my papa document when he did for us, because my father don't late. His name now Mr. Isaac Washi Ogodo. He was a one-time chairman, Sapele Okpe community till death, 2004. So when I go reach house, when I see the document when my father, what the tape said that then, I can't realize saying na 5 acres, 90 man, literally buy from community hand. So I brought it, I can't bring her to the notice of the community, say, see you, now 5 acres, now this Moses Adagba, this Desmond Odudu buy, now Moses Adagba really buy from him. It's not be 5 hectares of land, which is approximately 20 plots of land I ain't get. But in the claim say get more than 50 plots of land for there. So he called the plead guilty with the community. So Patrick Akamowa give us directives. Myself, Prince Ogodo, Monday Obiri, Ufoma to say, Chief Tomanira, Chief Igbe, which is in person of Daddy, Chief Daddy. Then Ovo Abeke, Ufoma to say, and Elo Ogodo, Akiroyo Ogodo. They make us the committee to see to that issue. Say to make sure say when he pleaded guilty, he come at the Moses Adagbegbe professor, he come to say he go pay us 6 million naira, make we let bygone be bygone. As a new starter, we just the community. I say well, they go handle up in the community way. He can say make we give am 1 month interval for him to get back to us, which he liaison for our present for the meeting with community chairman. Community chairman agreed. He could give us 400,000 at that first day of meeting. Say we will take him as scholar till wait for the balance 6 million naira. After 1 month, he can break the 6 million as he said. So we call the wait. Myself, Kiroyo Ogodo, Elo Ogodo. We call the call. Nobody agree they pick our call. Suddenly, night priest Ogodo call us say where we dey. We tell him say we dey Akintola. Then he drive come meet us for there with some money. So he told us say we come tell us say make we go JJ Vinas Hotel for OTC route for Okribwe, which we did. We reached and I brought out the money we did and come. We seen at 2.4 million. Say he don't give Patrick Akamowa 3.6 million naira, which is maybe the community money. Say but the 2.4 million naira now the money with family they sell the swamp give Moses Adagba Biri. Say Akamowa will present the 3.6 million naira to community. After all said and done, we could share the money. My share like they could give me 300,000, make I go give Patrick Akamowa. From that our same 2.4 million naira. They give me 300,000 for my own share. We share the money. We give Patrick Elo take 300,000, Kireti 300,000. Monday Ejaikre from Dumo Ogodo, we gave him 200,000. We just shared the money within ourselves. We gave Onoso Ogodo, we gave Kefi Ogodo, we gave Ejuru Ogodo. We gave at least 12 to 13 persons, which is from the Dumo Ogodo Aziz. To my greatest surprise, when we did meeting on Sunday, the next Sunday, when Patrick Akamowa was supposed to declare the 3.6 million, he did not declare the money like that. Instead, he declared 500,000 to the open or balance 3.1 million when he sit down press, when he not green declare. But I don't know the way community issues be. I feel say maybe the thing just good. So that 3.6 million for their own side, people will share the balance 3.1 million. Now Patrick Akamowa of Abeke, Foma to say Mondo Obiri, Chief Tomanira, Chief Igbe, which is Chief Daddy, and some of Abeke from and some and those ones that I fit remember vividly now. So that was then. So I feel that so community issues be. After then, that community caretaker committee come up for grant. We come do that one pass. After on, the cop say make we do communal election to reinstate chairman from that same Oton houses. We said our chairman who we did with before is still try for us when he be chairman for caretaker committee, although no man is perfect. Because we can put in strength, say now that one, all of us go work for. Ogodo quarter single-handedly gave him out of 45, we gave him 44 votes. We were the strength that made him emerge as the chairman. With even when many persons people try to call our leader, which is Honorable Sogodo, to say no, that boy that you won't work for, boy will not respect you, when they collect your contract, they say no. this person we just come the community, we need to guide them our youth, and I go fit still all of us see reasons we say we go work for am. He come emerge as the chairman because they work to he come give me CLO to separate, to give up some of us job like that and the rest of us. So he get some job wey chairman go wan do some other wey trust because we be community. Wetin make we be community na to protect our land, our boundaries, make people for no take over our land. So we dey put so get some work wey dem go send some persons wey dem go carry out the work, dem go dey do friendship. We with our own crew not be like that. If community say go and do this thing, na community matter we dey carry dey go there, and we go do the message the way community send us. Na im make even if they wan bribe us, some places wey we go, I met with Dr. Ostiaraja for DPO office. When Ostiaraja trying to dey intimidate Patrick AKAMOVBA for inside Orion Hotel, which chief Ostiaraja because him na chief now. When they intimidate AKAMOVBA with some chief for inside Orion Hotel, we say no during CDC meeting. We shut down the place that you are not a mouthpiece to Sapelepe community because you no dey respect Umugu order. So this meeting that you have no say to preside over this meeting. We do the thing with all the shit they were proud of us. Say there's this youth they are working. They even sent us to go and stop Ostiaraja's operations at Oton Aziz. That King say me comot the soundboard, he refused. We went there, we removed all the soundboard, we brought the soundboard to community. The community sent us and we delivered. And we are proud to say that the community now send us. And what the community send us to do? We do them and we are giving kudos. Even if they don't even give us money, community not give us money, but we get to the benefit through community. We take us in that won't be our pay. They send us message that we deliver. Up to a certain time, last 2-3 months ago, they call us. They were are there among the names with the short list. Say one of Uncle Jeke, Ojagbe Bruce son, called Beminem Ojagbe Blue. And Uncle Jeke, him and my father, they be close associates before my father late. I will be small people when they carry us, they know, we know him, he know us. He know most particularly my mother's children. So when I asked his son, I said, no, this thing, no need to mobilize. That when don't be our brother that everybody they rise, say because now open man. I said no. I took it upon myself. I don't know Gbomine before. That was the first day I met with him. I said, guy, collect community concept from community. Go kill your land and your family land. Nobody go. He said, no. I'm of a truth. Agbejule fashion, Patrick AKAMOVBA fashion, all of us were one Sapelepe community. But it depends on the group where the executive government now matter most. So now our group, the government now. But that will not deprive them, of not be Sapelepe community members. So which I tried to say no, say of the truth, he don't want to go against anybody. Say but he wouldn't collect the concept, but he go pay the concept money, but he not go say concept, he go say na cola money. Say he's going to pay 2 million naira or 1.5 million. His father is a truthful man. He said that the parents of his father and an associate sitting there, someone is supposed to is to be a bar member, a lawyer. He said go pay 2 million or 1.5 million, which his father shake and say not true. Say say no fit betray Agbejule fashion. Say if you go collect, say because that the concept, he don't collect and when Agbejule be chairman. Say the father collected the concept, father come hand over the concept, give him a power of Anthony to operate on his behalf. And as a learned person, I know that's what they tell me. I don't drag the word in my mind. Say this boy know what he they talk. I try to reach Patrick AKAMOVBA. I say they may not be very well fight. They say no, this and that. Come yo. We do the matter. So that they went to the land, we try to make peace. But his boys wearing enough to control the boys that day. So they took him past what he expects. They run, enter the community boss, they make problem, pursue community, people in community saying, go back to community. They beat our deputy youth president, Amune. They beat our youth president, OGODO. They beat our youth chairman for OGODO quarters, Kingsley Jaekre. No. So that thing, I did there, but nobody touched me. Later on, I called just this. So, these boys, why did I say that they beat people, they're not going to touch me? Now, I ask Amune show. Now, Bomi Neko tell me show. See, hello, get mine, which is our youth president. Send people, follow people, call stop in land when they clear. And he collect money from 150,000. I say, what? So, hello, you don't go collect money for this place. Why you could carry us go stop this work? You won't go kill us for what you don't know about. You see, because they pay me. Now I'm asking Amune, but me next week they beat you. Say, it don't give them money, now still mobilize us, cause stop work. Amune say no, say na law say me go collect money. Which Amune say called over the verse. And no, say no. Hello, tell me for inside motor. Say Amune not the year word. Say they for go collect. Say community send person message. Say na shoulder that they put the thing. They need to carry the thing for head. I say no, this was not fit claim champion. If not, that's what go dey much one day. They got take over community for our hand. I say no, this not go work like that. I could begin do my own reading because I saw some of my boys. For them not to take order from me, follow. I take those them as rebels, attack community and they benefit for community. I say no go work. I say I myself now they fight because me I deal with community. I could go follow different fashion. They come fight us. They beat people. I say no. I begin use police to arrest them. Although I know that community issue, the matter go settle, but when I begin arrest them, not the what I think can. Like the matter called the be, called the follow. Down to the extent by call some kind of say call arrest to some person there. They're not the green they show, but the interest. Down to the extent, not we involve army, we involve DSS, we involve everybody for the issue. Down to the extent that I ever sent Chief that text that sir, this matter is becoming unbecoming. No. That if we not take drastic actions, these people go take community from our hand. Which he said I should text him. I texted him, but no response. I went to meet AKAMOVBA to that. What did happen? No. I saw him. He was inside his ULOH. He came down from his ULOH. He could climb up. He said driver tell me it's not be him. Saying I see him face to face. I said, what did this matter they happen? So when they fell to the ideas, one of my mom brother called me. Now I'm honorable for GC. Now he called me. Say get one community issue, will address the issue, this and that. So I went there. I don't know, say indoor realizing my boys not there a good time. So he want like marry all of us together, move for now. So he called me say should we buy one land or say they say the agent fee that we the collector for the area or not beside build, then the workers, the community boys, and we they give community boys where they work, all this kind of issue. I cause not true. What they do I'm not saying indoor go back, indoor go call my boys, may they come meet me. So do my boys come, they not be small readiness for the place. You will go finish, you will fall your hand today, we will go beat you, we will go. I said okay, I said I won't come up here. So no, everybody they were holding them, they were holding me, I was making call. Later they married all of us together, we drank together, everybody talk in mind, ready for the verse, everybody shook hands together, not verse. And so it be. Like they say, just the fight. When I come over, I collect 1.5 million for women and how much they give you for inside? The thing just bust my head. I say, come over, collect money for women and they say, see you. So I come over, say, now here I put the money, when they give her the money. They call point one store. Say, now this is friend store with the opposites across the road. And therefore, Bush share the money. I was bitter. I was very bitter. I said, so I'm not facing. I said, so if I want to keep person. So one of my boy, he bought a gift of up to 60,000. Moses Atatigo for my daughter. My wife just put to bed. The next day I went to arrest the boy because I saw him with those boys that came to raid community. So the boy now decided to that in his lifetime. Say no, follow me talk again. But so be it. If not so maybe God knows to make it still bring that kind dispute between me and him. Say no, follow me talk again because of that. Saying I may call, carry police, call, arrest him. All my boys they vex for me. Say that and I come out not pass back. So I was bitter. Why I come out with this kind of thing? You know, so you want to follow this boy said too. So now I'll collect money for the boy. You for tell us say this boy our brother, but I'm not use harshness to so I will take do the matter follow. Tell us say if you collected money for this boy. You not tell me. You see they mobilize us, we go stop the boy work. So the secret I say, so I can say no. The secret does the make me the verse. I call the report to some leaders. Why I feel say if you talk to AKAMOVBA say show. Talk to Olo, this boy the verse. That matter when I send away they say go do problem. Him and the boys get problem, this and that. The boy the verse and not give out number one. Now you not call us to others say this boy does settle the concept. So by saying no collect the paper. Okay, you and your boys will go there that day. Wanna take small stipend, say follow up. You not call us that one there aside. You not still call us say show, that matter does settle if na soon and settle from my brother so when they do together. You not call us. They just I call the verse the report. I will call report to my other brother, which is secretary to AKAMOVBA, Freeborn OGODO. He say I should now say AKAMOVBA collect money. Then I never even say Freeborn collect money. Now when the matter called they play, I could say himself there among people we collected the money, we collect the money from the boy hand. of which that very day when he first say he wan suspend me, when he not first suspend me for community, when elder normal chief tell am say make he carry the matter go committee, my elder brother Moses Ogodo hear the word. Now I call freeborn, I dey there. He say, now I call the gbomine, he say, did you pay any money to Sapelepe community? Gbomine said no, say not pay any money to Sapelepe community, say but they don negotiate, say go give them 1.5 million naira. You understand? But that's when he was still making that, when my brother was still making that call. My boys were still with him when he was still making the call. After I still cut the call, I say, say problem don't happen. No. So low, don't know, say they collect money, don't they cast everywhere. You understand? So it was pressuring the boy not to open up that, say it don't give them the money, of which God and man, the boy no say AKAMOVBA don't collect money from the boy. I can't go meet people for office because he asked me to come the next day. I can't go meet them for office. Say, this issue don't happen. People don't they get problem. Not small to make person they die. I want to so now I say, man, go tell Duke, say Duke the inside office. It was the generator of all the crisis. If not, I'm not in my mind to go follow AKAMOVBA, someone follow and discuss the two problem. But you get some issues. If you need to let the whole world to know say switch they cause the issue on ground, because you talk you die, you not talk you die. So let's just talk and let's die. You understand? So I could go meet Duke, say, see this matter where they happen. AKAMOVBA don't go collect money. No, not tell us, no, send us message, go stop plan. No, collect money. I could over they accuse them, say they collect money. Let's say no, they were over shocked, say no. AKAMOVBA heard this one, it's supposed to come into order. Instead, he announced that I should be suspended. And you know they written anywhere that somebody that they allege not get that automatic power to suspend with the allegation from office. It's not done anywhere. It's just my mere oppression. So I say my view. Say the crime where I gradually commit, where they say suspend them from chairman, you not pass this one. Any penalty where they give me, any penalty, I'm equal to the task. So all of us will share that 6.4 million. When they share that same penalty, go around all of us to serve all of us as a lesson. Because me, I'm a starter for community one, I don't know the way community game they be. But I can look and say, in as much we fit do this one like that. Time we say a bad thing we do. So man just come and let everybody know the ones who they do they come since. This are 5 acres of land. When the Moses when the man buy from community Desmond Odudu, nice sold to Moses Adagbagbiri. Then this now the document where they go utter, where they take utter to 5 hectares. Might be this one. Then this now the survey plan of the 5 hectares when they go do on behalf of the community. When this year, these are the 5 hectares, the survey plan. So now this money, this 6.4 million naira, now he give us AKAMOVBA directive. Now all of us now share the money, say make we not talk. And these are the people then from the 4 quarters. When Per Dennis, all of themselves done late. Then this present chief, Joseph Onomo, he wasn't a chief. And it was in 2003, that land. 2003, like they said the land. So I don't know where I take go wrong. If na, because I believe in justice. So that make everybody hear this matter, this issue. Make the general public for put mouth forget justice. Because I never see where who they allege get that power for autonomy to suspend who they allege. I make her say my view. Thank you very much.
I might ask one more question. Yeah? The real major matter will make them bring up that suspension. If you tell us that particular problem, say maybe they say they sell one thing, they can't give you the money, you can't eat them. Because before they suspend somebody, the person must not commit one crime. But it be that crime.
Okay. The real issue why make them suspend me. They know say I be outspoken person. when if you give me the floor to address crowd, I can stand there more than 2 hours to make sure say you see the real, you get the real flow, as in you see this, you know, as in I go address the issue to make sure say you really see the wetin you really I go explain that to you well, make you take understand. So now that part na in dey avoid, man not come because you cannot, they're not the bad person here for a back. So when he suspend me, the first time when he wan suspend me, he no know say I go come meeting. So I come meeting, I was able to defend myself. So that suspension was voided. Now the next meeting, I wasn't punctual to the meeting. So he don't pronounce before I come. So I was like, I raised my hand, said, they're not the bad person here for a back. Man, explain myself, make people know, make them debate on the issue. So he asked people to push me out. So I don't know the why that issue in the doubt, in the talk and say, he talk and openly. Say apart from the Gbemine, this 1.5 billion which he claims say he not collect for Gbemine, and me I say he collect the money. He say he talk and openly. Say look at my bonus protection. We make it he talk and openly say since when he be chairman, he have not eaten any dime from the community. That if I have any evidence to prove that I have eaten any dime for community, I should go and bring the evidence. Meaning he challenged me to do what he compared me to do what I'm doing right now. If not, I have no personal issue. I believe that at least God does still they do one or two things for my life where they make me the fit they package myself small. So now he compare me to do what I they do. No matter what for fit talk out, okay, my boy, I don't want to make you the verse. I better lock up that matter. I better come. We'll talk the matter boss to boy. You know, say you do anyhow, but I know say I offend you. Let me call it. No, we'll talk the matter off. But he compare me to say if I've seen any evidence, if I've anywhere for the shop community money, they should bring the evidence forth. They should take it. So I look at say okay, no matter and we don't do the same thing before. And Agbejule, what we do now, right from 2018, Agbejule not do reach half before he go to suspension. So they should matter not the finish. You feel anything way you do, even if that 20 years ago, you feel but needed the matter come out, you shall surely face that law. So I see they say I be small picking wey be say I not know which they do 2018 or 2017. I was just a new intake for community. I'm a starter. If now the general ask, if you can ask Dr. Chief Kingsley Rababeke, I'm a close associate to the trust. So I'm not seeing reason why the first time we say I report this issue, many chiefs then they were clapping, they don't cash AKAMOVBA, say shop money. I could look and say, but for my mind, me and not get matter after the verse for AKAMOVBA. This one my own personal matter. But when the matter don't they go on, they call they withdraw body, meaning there's something fishy under. So justice should be done. Because from that Agbejule case, if justice don't prevail, I will take this matter up. I wouldn't stop here. I will go to I will go to the EFCC. Then they will invite Desmond Odudu. They will invite Moses Adagbaberia as well. Then they will also invite the Joseph Onomo and the person, the signature, if they are aware, if they are signatory to 5 acres of land or 5 hectares of land. And this is not a threat, but all I want is justice to be done.